What's going on, y'all? It's Brother D. I did this video earlier, but had a little bit of technical difficulties. But I'm back. I'm back on now. But I'm gonna start this over. Um, we talking about the situation that happened yesterday with Kevin Durant and C.J. McCollum of the Portland Trailblazers. Now, yesterday, they're longtime friends. Kevin Durant and C.J. McCollum was talking on a podcast on his podcast yesterday, and C.J. McCollum um said that the Blazers had a chance to win the championship last year, and we all know Portland had no chance at all, even getting to the second. They didn't even make it. They didn't even make the second round. He knew that he wasn't going anywhere. But at the end of the day, Kevin Durant said that y'all won't go win a championship, bro. And then CJ said, well, anything could have happened. And he said that he said Kevin Durant said y'all won't go win a championship, and Kevin Durant was right. He savagely said it. They had no chance to win a championship. They got swept. Mind you, they got swept by the New Orleans Pelicans last year without DeMarcus Cousins, who was on their team at the time. So, I mean, you got to think, they swept you. So, I mean, he was right. So then, I guess CJ was mad, and another fan was, hit CJ on his Twitter and said that, do you think it's time to start calling Kevin Durant the B word? And CJ said, well, I think the B word is a little harsh, but we all know that was a soft, aka weak move that Kevin Durant did by leaving the Thunder to join the Warriors out the team that beat him. So Kevin Durant called him a snake, which I agree with Kevin Durant, but I'm going to get on Kevin Durant in a minute. My point is that you had all the time in the world. Kevin Durant was right there with you on your podcast. Why you go to Twitter to say what you had to say? If I'm the kind of person, if I got something to say, I'm gonna say it to you. If he felt that way about him, why you didn't call him soft in his face? But you gotta hide behind a keyboard. My thing is, you had all the chance in the world to say it to Kevin Durant's face. You didn't say it to his face. You talked behind his man back. You got the courage to say what you had to say. Why you didn't say it to him? I just don't understand people on the internet. The person could be right there. They don't say nothing to them. But then they'll go on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, and become a gangster. Come on, man. CJ don't do that. But at the same time, and I'm tired of talking about this, and this is my last time talking about it, is that CJ was right. At the end of the day, what Kevin Durant did was a weak move. We can sugarcoat it all we want. He left a team, and I know people tired of me talking about this. He could have joined any team in the world. He could have joined. Because he was the number two player, the best player in the world. He could have joined any team he wanted to join. Why you join the Warriors, bro? Why you join a team that won a championship in 2015, won 73 games and 9, and arguably, if Draymond Green didn't get suspended and Bogut didn't get hurt in Game 5, They were looking at back-to-back championships. They were winning without you. And I said it in my last video. They were winning without you, bro. Why you choose to join them? Come on, man. Come on, man. That was weak. And it's going to always be weak. So he has to think that, well, I didn't won two MVPs. I didn't won 2 championships. People not going to respect you for that. You know what I'm saying? You're not a competitor. You took the easy road to get them rings. And I'm sorry, but, you know, when you come to my channel, you don't hear the truth. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I like Kevin Durant as a person, as a basketball player. I like the Golden State Warriors as a team. I think they're a fun team to watch. But what he did was wrong. What he did was it was dirty the way he did them. You could have went anywhere. You gonna go to your competitor? Come on, Kevin Durant. Come on, man. You talking all this smack. And you hopped on the bandwagon. They were winning without you. So why you trying to down CJ? At least he competed. Yeah, they got swept, but he didn't sell out. You was a sellout, bro. How you gonna talk about somebody? That's why you arguing with fans on Twitter and arguing on Instagram, because you know win them championships, bro. You're gonna win 8 championships. Ain't nobody gonna respect them rings. If you would have stayed at OKC or went somewhere else, people would have had more respect for you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say this too. LeBron James situation. He left Cleveland because they couldn't surround him with no talent. He had a 37-year-old Shaquille O'Neal. He had Mo Williams. He had a 33-year-old Antoine Jameson, a 34-year-old Anthony Parker. He had J.J. Hickson, for crying out loud. He had Ilgauskas with bad feet at the end of his career. Who did he really have? It was LeBron James and a bunch of great value players. He had no choice but to leave. So he went to Miami. He didn't join a 73 win team. He didn't join a team that just won a championship the year before. Come on, man. So all this LeBron KD comparison, it's no comparison. LeBron was forced to leave. He wasn't gonna beat Boston with that old team that he had. Let's just be realistic. You get what I'm saying? So KD knew when he got to Golden State, they were winning without him. You joined a team with 2 MVP, with 2-time MVP. Come on, man. That was weak. And we can sugarcoat it. People, we can sugarcoat all we want to. But at the end of the day, it's always going to be a punk move. I said it. And players around the league been blasting him because they have no respect for you. Bob Myers said in the championship, he said that, yeah, KD and Steph, my bad, excuse me, Clay, Draymond, and Steph was here from day one. He took a shot at Kevin Durant. Then 2017 of last year, Draymond said, we got the regular season. We don't really need him. We just need him for the playoffs. Because they knew they were going to need him to beat LeBron. Let's just be realistic. They really did not need Kevin Durant. You got people in your own locker room know that they don't even need you. You joined them? What kind of competitor is that? When I know I'm old school, but I'm gonna break out some old school facts for my hardcore basketball fan. Last time I checked, did my 88, 89, and 90? Huh? Getting beat up He didn't take the punk way out. They built the team, and 91, they swept Detroit, beat the Lakers in 5, and won an NBA championship, man. And went on to win three straight. That's what champions do. Champions figure out a way to beat you, not join you. He didn't join Detroit. Look at the bad boy Pistons. Bad boy Pistons of the 80s. My basketball fans, if you know basketball. They lost Detroit lost to the Boston Celtics, 85 and 87. Okay? They could have, Isaiah and them could have been, they were free agents. They could have said, you know what? Psst, I'm out of here. We can't beat Boston. But they built the team. They were patient. And you know what happened? In 88, they beat the Boston Celtics in 6 games to go to their first ever NBA Finals. Even they lost to the Lakers, and they won in 89. But they never gave up. A true champion don't give up. Look at Magic. Magic lost to Boston in 84 in 7 games. Did he quit? And got humiliated by the Sixers year before that, getting swept. Times get hard. You pull together. You don't run. You don't run on your city. You don't run on your team. So, you know what Magic and them said? 85, we gonna get them. You know what happened? In 85, they beat the Celtics. The Lakers beat the Celtics in 6 games. You don't give up. Look at Dr. J. Dr. J lost the NBA Finals 3 times. 1977, he lost to Portland in 6 games. He lost the Magic in 1980 in a legendary game 6 where he hit 42 points and started center when Kareem got hurt. In 82, the Lakers beat the 76ers and won the championship. 3 times Dr. J came up short. Did he sell out? Did he say, you know what? Let me come to LA and join y'all. No. They went out next year in 1983. They went out and got Moses Malone, and they swept everything. They only lost, the only team they lost to in 1983 was the Milwaukee Bucks. They lost to them in 5. They lost 1 game, game 3. But they finished the series in 5 and swept everything. Other than that, they swept everything. Competitors don't do what Kevin Durant did. Competitors. I even give Kobe Bryant. He lost to the Celtics. Did he join them the next year? No. He said, we're going to build a team. We're going to win the championship. And they won back-to-back championships after that. Kevin, you gave up. You felt like it was too hard to beat them. You had them on the ropes. You wouldn't be hearing all this mouth if you would have stayed, or you could have went somewhere else. You could have joined Kawhi. You'd have had LaMarcus Aldridge. You would have had enough. And Kevin and Tony Parker was still in his prime a little bit. They weren't really, really old. You still had it. You could have went to the Spurs. You could have went to the Wizards. You know what I'm saying? You could have went anywhere you wanted to go, but you want to go to Golden State, a team that beat you, a team that was winning without you. And you got a nerve to talk about CJ McCollum? Yeah, they got swept, but at least he's a competitor. What good is these 2 rings you got and nobody respects you? Nobody. I mean, I'm just getting it to you real. I'm gonna give you the quotes. Larry Bird said in an interview, he said, I don't want to beat Magic. I don't want to join Magic. I'd rather beat him. Same thing for Magic said, I couldn't imagine joining the Celtics. I want to beat them. Reggie Miller said, I I could have joined the Chicago Bulls and camped out at the 3-point line, but he said, I'm a competitor. You get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? You know, Jordan said that I wouldn't team. He said, I wouldn't have called up Larry and Magic and said, let's join this. Let's join up on the same team. He talked about the dream team. Look how competitive that was in 1992. They were blowing everybody out. Where is the competition? You know what I'm saying? Come on, KD. What respect you getting? Is it worth all this backlash you getting? Because I seen your Facebook account. I remember one time, right, y'all, Kevin Durant was having, I think it was last year, he was having a basketball camp for kids in Oakland. And can you imagine? I read all those comments. They were brutal. Truth is always brutal. But at the end of the day, the truth is always right. At the end, I'm going to end this video, I'm going to end this. Kevin Durant, you can win as many rings as you want. Nobody's going to respect them weak rings. You could have went anywhere else. Why you choose the team that beat you? Did Magic do that? No. Did Bird do that? No. Did Isaiah do that? No. Who else? Did Dr. J do that? He could have easily took the easy road. No, these guys were competitors. You're not a competitor. You joined a team. Did you think the game 6? It's hard to look at. Sometimes, for me as a basketball fan, how could you join a team that did that to your city? Klay Thompson hit 30 points in game 6 in the fourth quarter, third quarter. They ended your team chance of going to an NBA Finals. And you picked them. Can you imagine how heartbroken they were? Come on, man. That was a coward move and will always be a coward.